There comes a time in every Inkling's life where they must face the hardest challenges. Well, we're really not there yet because really all we're at right now is Sector 5, but I mean, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Hello there, everybody. My name is Katathi. Welcome back to Splatoon 2. Last time, we finished all of Sector 4 in Simeskin's garrison, even beating the boss, which was a shower. It was simply a shower. That's all I really need to know. This time, we're going to Sector 5, Cephalon HQ. However, last time I didn't really remember to go to Sector 5 because I wanted to show it off this time. Because we're doing a few things different for Sector 5. Mostly the fact that we're going to be exploring it right now. Because usually last time, you know, I would just go and reveal everything beforehand. But no, Cephalon HQ, a little bit different. Let me show you why. Welcome to Cephalon HQ. Everything is so far away from each other. And that's the truth. If we take a look, well, we really can't. But every corner of this place has a level. And it all has to do with these little flying discs. So what we're gonna do is, I don't know where the next proper stage is, but you know, excuse me. I guess we're doing this. Cool. I would like to actually get up there to get that sunken sea scroll. But we will... Do I want to get purple? I think I want to do the pink ones. Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll go there and see if this works to get on to that. But yeah, there's stuff everywhere here. Like, a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna go find random levels, and those random levels will be, kind of our go-to. It's nice to be back, I will say. There's gonna be this final area is a little tricky, that is for sure, but we will figure it out in due time. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, there is some secrets to be had here. And there's our last sunken sea scroll for over here. That's all of the stickers. Still missing a few things, but that's okay. Let's get on this real quick. Let's just go start looking for levels. So, the last world here, last sector rather, is going to be a little bit different compared to the previous videos, because normally we would do 4 levels and then 3. However, this time we're going to do 3, 3, and then the final boss will be its own thing. Excuse me, 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 excuse me. I thought that was going to work. I would like to say that I'm wrong, and I should probably switch to the charger. Where do you go? You go up there. Oh, I remember how this is supposed to work, I think. Let's get up here. That explains what I'm supposed to do. I was like, huh, I don't remember how this works. And then I suddenly remembered how it works. Alright, let's head to our first level, which is probably not in order, but this is just how it's going to be for this final world, because it's, once again, a little bit crazy to find. 25, Platform Madhouse, please mind the gap. That is definitely not in order, is it? That is the 4th level. Whatever. Let's go right into it. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing three levels to another 3 levels to the final boss for World 5. And then for the final boss's video, I'll explain stuff. A hero splatling. Also, I will completely admit that when I started the recording, I may have completely forgot how to play this game, which is weird because I was playing this game just the other day, trying to practice some stuff. Because, like, Splatoon 3, right? Splatoon 3 is going to be coming out here relatively soon. And I'm excited for Splatoon 3. It's going to be a fun time. I believe it's going to be coming out officially in June. And I was like, oh man, it's going to be a great time. This is going to be awesome. And I just kind of wanted to play a little bit of online. So I actually played a little bit of the online the other day. And I don't know why I just got rocked, essentially. Like, I got rocked in everything. I was playing Tri-Slosher, which is what I usually play. Oh, you guys can't even reach me. Alright, that's cool. But yeah, I got absolutely destroyed. So I was like, okay, that's like whatever, you know, maybe it's just because I haven't played in a while. I think it's just because I forgot how to play. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's legitimately because I forgot how to play this game. But don't worry, now I remember. Give me that. Any secrets? No secrets. But we'll keep looking. Sorry about that brief cut there. Actually, I have somebody also working on our fridge today, which, you know, that's that's just how it goes. Oh my gosh, I forgot there's all this random stuff over here. Yeah, so totally forgot that apparently today family's deciding to get their fridge fixed, which I didn't realize there was anything wrong with their fridge, and then thinking about it, yeah, no, it makes complete sense. It makes 100% sense. Apparently, just to give context, if there are random cuts during this specific episode, it is because I'm recording it the same morning as when this is going to be going up. Which, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But they, yeah, they dogs have been going a little bit crazy today. Because there's like, oh my gosh, there's somebody brand new at the house today. It's crazy. And it's purely just to get our fridge fixed. Which I sure realized that we, like, needed stuff for the fridge, but yeah. Essentially, our freezer part of the fridge is completely busted, and everything melts a lot. It really melts a lot because it's so freaking hot. And then I went to have cereal the other day, and warm milk. Warm milk. It's not nice to have warm milk. Also, I gotta ask, because it's the obligatory question, whenever somebody brings up milk in the morning. Milk with cereal. Do you pour the milk first, or do you actually pour the cereal first? I'm a cereal first kind of person, just gonna be honest here. But, like, you know, I'm not opposed to pouring milk first. Weirdly enough, I'm one of those weird people who I actually will have a glass of milk right next to my bowl of cereal that's already filled with milk. I think that's weird, probably. It probably is weird. But I can't help it. I like, you know, I like to drink. Well, when I'm having food, I feel like I just have to have something to drink. That's really what it comes down to. Oh yeah, that's what I have to do. I was like, Excuse me, I'm going this way. This is dangerous. This is hella dangerous. No, nope. Oh, it's not as dangerous as I thought it was going to be. I should have thought that through a little bit more, no I didn't, shouldn't I? Now that's the dangerous one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dude, this guy is insane. This guy's insane. Ooh. You know, I should have actually used that to explode things, but I didn't. Why does this go all the way out here? Why does that go all the way out there? I have so many questions about things. Please let me just skip this guy. I'm so confused. But yeah, no, we've had like warm milk and warm food for quite some time, and it's not been fun. And that makes sense why they now are bringing somebody to fix that. So, is there anything below? Try to get a gander of like if there's anything below, but I can't seem to see anything. So this is an interesting mechanic because they essentially just have a constant rotation system. And I don't see anything that's like indicating. Well, there's the salmon. I do need that, so give me that. The sea scroll is what I'm actually more so worried about. That is armor. Yeah, dude, I see that there's an ink switch. Just keep going forward. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fear. Fear. Pure amounts of fear. Wait, can I stand over here and I'll be fine? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I do need more ink, though. That is for sure. That makes a lot of sense, though, of what... Oh, hi. So, I should have thought this through a little bit more. Man, I'm really just not thinking at all today. The other thing, too, is I don't see the sunken sea scroll. Which worries me. Why is that over there? Hold on. Hold the phone. Well, I could grab those eggs, but I don't really want to. Why is that over there? There's just a random platforms? See, my brain is like saying, oh, the sunken sea scroll's over there, but there's no... Oops. I didn't mean to do that. There. I was trying to go, like, zoom in and it wasn't working. Whatever. But why are there just random platforms there? I don't think that's for the sunken sea scroll. I mean, I obviously missed it, which is... This is the second sunken sea scroll I've missed. Which I will have to show off when we go back and do all these with all the weapons. But dang, I was not expecting to miss a sunken sea scroll in this one. Anyway, at least we got the salmon, so cool. Alright, so let us jump. I was gonna jump back to the beginning, but that's not gonna work. So let's just go on to our next area. Yeah, these hovering discs really help out quite a lot. And we only have to do this once, because after we traverse this all with these discs, we don't have to worry about this ever again. I think this is the only thing for the green discs, though. Well, hello down there. What is inside you? Salmon. That's nice. How do we get back up? That's how. Cool. Well, now we gotta wait for this yellow platform to move on. So, that being said, let's just kind of talk about what's been going on. Splatoon-wise, well, at the time of recording this, Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed, which I'm pretty sure I called at some point in my life. Don't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure I did call. Oh, do you guys move different directions? What is going on here? Oh, you totally do. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, there's a switch above me. That makes more sense. Well, we will shoot that switch here in a moment. I was gonna just talk about other, like, you know, other stuff that was going on, and all I could think about is that Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed, and that was the first thing that everyone told me about when I woke up today. I literally woke up, 26, funny. Paradise Lanes get the ball rolling. I literally woke up and everyone's like, oh my gosh, Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed till spring of 2023. And I feel like, I remember I said something on a podcast of when, like, Breath of the Wild 2 was supposed to come out. And I think I said 2023 and no one believed me. I want to say it was a Kazoo Cast stream. You know, that actually reminds me. Did I ever play Splatoon with Kazoo? I did, okay. I was like trying to remember who I've played like Splatoon 2 with as well. Which, I mean, I played Splatoon with a lot of people, let's be real. Ow! Wow, that bowling ball just destroyed me. Also, we're playing with the roller, which I'm not super excited about, I'll be honest. Not a big fan of the roller. Excuse me. Please die. This is terrifying. Because I played with Dumo, Squidman, James, Kazoo, Vic, Cora. There's a lot of people I've done collab streams with. And then it's been a while. You know, it's even been a while since I've done like collab streams with anybody. I heard that noise. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a shiny Pokemon. I may have also been playing Pokemon Legends Arceus for a little bit. You know, I could talk about that. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Very fun game. Ridiculously easy to get shinies. If you guys haven't been to the streams for that game, I found out I'm probably one of the few people who are actually trying to perfect the game. Because a lot of people are like, I can't be bothered to. Which is fair. That is a complete fair gist of like being like, yeah, you know, I don't want to perfect the Pokedex of that game. I've heard that there's some people who've already perfected the game like 100%, and by they say 100%, and it's like, oh, it's not really like we just completed the Pokedex, we didn't do every single task. Which I have to say, as somebody who's trying to make as much use of their tasks as possible. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just saying that that bowling sound sounds a lot like, oh god. It sounds a lot like the sound for shiny Pokemon appearing. Which I know all too well because it's insanely easy to get shiny Pokemon in that game, and it's funny as heck to me. Please don't mess that up. That was terrifying too. Excuse me. I'm also just like on the lookout for if there's a sunken sea scroll or anything anywhere. I don't want to miss anything else, but I totally might. I don't know. Oh yeah, this thing. Because they balance the balls on top of each other. That just seems like something really cool that you could do, is just balancing a bunch of... Like, look at this. It's insanity to do that. That's so cool. I don't know about you guys, but it's so cool to be able, like, that's a thing. Let me just balance. Oh god. This is something. There's a sunken sea scroll. Like, just being able to balance a bunch of bowling balls on top of each other, that's just super cool. And I'm not even somebody who bowls. Isn't that little shoes dude from a different game? I don't know, just noticing things. Ooh, a ticket. Nice. Man, I'm definitely like just brain not functioning. How far can we go? That's a giant bowling ball. That guy just got crushed by a giant bowling ball. You know, that makes sense, honestly. Yeah, I know the Zapfish is just ahead, but... Oof. I almost made grave errors right there. Why is this a thing? Oh, please! Oh, it's for me to get up here. I was very, very scared. I'm not gonna lie. We haven't gamed over in there. Almost got crushed. Oh, that's what I have to do. Please. No, 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 no. Alright, so now I missed the salmon. Didn't I? Totally did. Totally did. Which I'm missing a lot more salmon than I am with everything else. So I guess this is fine. Once again, we'll be back. We'll be back here and doing a whole bunch more stuff. As per usual. As per usual. Man, it's odd that the dogs have stopped barking. I guess the refrigerator guy must have left. Man, I really cannot pay attention to things I'm saying. 26, Calamari Research Labs video log number 5628. This coffin-like device is a historical relic of the old world and is kept under strict lock and key. I unplugged it by accident while cleaning the other day, but it seems to still be running somehow. What is that? I'm so confused. There's so much weird lore in this game, and I love all the lore in this game. But I also just don't understand a lot of it. Which is weird, because I'm a Genshin Impact player. And a lot of people complain about the fact that there's a lot of confusing lore in Genshin Impact. And then you have me who was like, oh yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. Easy. Piece of cake. Anyway, we are going to head on over to our last stage of the video, right over here. Which actually, I think there's another one. I should have done this first. I was like, I'm not moving at all. Please, please no. You are mean and terrible. Why would you do this? Give it a shot, please. So this time we don't immediately die. Okay. No, get back here. Get back here. There we go. That's how we do it. Oh, that's right. This one moves. What is this one called? The Octo Galaxy. No, no. Well, well. I mean, he'll be back. Probably. Come back here, please. It was funny, I was kind of like redoing bios today for a few things, and I could not, for the life of me, like think of something to put in the bio. And I've been remembering like these videos and the things I talk about on stream, and I realized that I have like a really bad problem focusing on stuff. Like completely bad at focusing on how to do stuff. Or not how to do stuff, how to like talk. Which is so weird, right? Because I used to be so good at like staying on conversation and all that sort of jazz, and for some reason I've just been really bad at like staying on topic, which sounds hilarious, and then you realize that like I'm for some reason just really bad at conversation, which is not anything new per se. It's just for me personally, as somebody who used to be like really good at like focusing on topics, and I used to like always have note cards. For reference's sake, for a lot of streams, and actually admittedly a few videos too, I used to have note cards in front of me. Well, okay. It's not a surprise to a lot of you that I had note cards because, let's be real, I have a butt ton of note cards just for everything. And streams like to make fun of me for the fact that I have a whole bunch of note cards. What I mean is, I used to have note cards that had specific topics that I wanted to talk about. And then, even with those note cards lately, I've been keeping those for some streams, and I have stuff right here, right here in this note card. It says to talk about, I think this was for a Pokemon Legends Arceus stream where I wanted to talk about just like my thoughts on the shiny Pokemon in like every single game and like what they actually mean in my case, and like what how I actually feel about them. And for some reason, even with my note cards, I've just not been able to focus on anything. And I don't know why. It's so weird, right? It's so weird to me that I just cannot focus on anything. I used to like be really good at conversation and everything, and I get the feeling I still like kind of am. That just happened. I need to go up there, don't I? Yes, I do. Let's try that again. This time with a little bit more gusto, and not rolling off things. Yeah, because the salmon thing is right here. Whee! Sorry, that all being said, see, once again, like, I have an idea of, like, stuff I want to talk about, and I was like, oh, I want to talk about the fact that I use note cards in the past for holding topics. And my brain just stops. And I don't know why lately. Like, I really don't know why lately, why my brain is just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna remember what to talk about. So I've been cracking jokes at a few things lately where it's just, oh, like, it's just not remembering anything. Sir, can you die? Thank you. Wow. So I've made like a few bios for some things of like stuff I'm doing in the future, and it's like, oh, like, do I want to stay on this? No, I actually wanted to switch. Good to know. But I've been honestly making jokes about the fact that it's just like, oh, you know, I just can't seem to remember ever holding an actual, like, full-blown conversation and keeping on track. Which is just... I don't know why. I don't know why I can't anymore. I used to be so good at focusing. I used to. And now it's just like, I can't. I, for some reason, just can't seem to actually remember conversations and such. Is it a brain thing? I don't even know. I don't think so. It probably is, honestly. All I know for sure is that something's happened in like the past 3 to 4 years of doing streams where I went from being able to talk about just a whole variety of topics to... Oh, yeah. Hi, snipers. I'm just gonna drop down. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. Boom, baby. Let's go. I just went from, like, being able to talk about a whole bunch of topics super easily from, like, the old streams with Splatoon 2 and Mario Maker and all that sort of jazz. And then lately, for the most recent streams, it's like I'm going crazy. I guess the older you get, the crazier you get. I hope anything I'm making is making sense, but anyway, Sucker Scroll 23. Do you ever think, man, this place is ugly? My evil lair could use some pizzazz. I was gonna say pizza. Well, just whip out some sparkly fabric and tape and get your decorate on. It looks great, feels great, and it's fun. Give it a try and stay fresh. I think this is Callie just redecorating the Octarian's lair. So, you the best, Agent 4. But thanks, Marie. Thanks for cheering me up, even though I literally was just having like kind of a slight breakdown of the fact that I'm getting older and I can't seem to remember things. Oh my gosh, I'm literally becoming a grandparent. I don't even have any grandkids. Agent 4, are you my grandkid? That'd be a weird twist. Alright, Well, with that being said, we did our 3 missions for today. We are going to call it here. So next time on Splatoon 2, we're going to be doing the other 3 missions. We won't be doing the boss. Like I said, I'm keeping the boss for final episode. That's right. Final boss is going to be one episode after that. You guys have to wait. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name is Katathi. I'll see you guys next time for more Variety Gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.